everyone, Nicole Vincent here. Thank you for joining me today. Welcome to the replay. Make sure you are following me. Click on the guy down here and get your share options out. Today we're going to be talking about being present and really making the most of that. Hey Rachel, so good to see you. I've kind of been missing in action. Life has been crazy. It's been flooding here in Houston. Thankfully, my area has been untouched for the most part. About 3 or 4 miles south of us, though, has quite a bit of flooding, but we've been spared, thank goodness. So, anyway, it's been a crazy couple days. So, oh, good, Erica. So glad you're dry and alive because you're over on that west side that has a lot of flooding. So, yeah, it's been crazy here in Houston. So, guys, welcome. Let's get this scope underway. My name is Nicole Vincent. I am a holistic empowerment coach, and I want to be here to empower you in all areas of your life. Physical, emotional, spiritual, and mental as well. So today we're going to be talking about being present. I think today, and I've struggled with this, and I still struggle with it, but it's something that I'm learning to do and be better at. But we have a hard time being present. Does anybody feel that way? We always have our phone in our hand or our computer nearby, and we're reaching out to people in the virtual world, or we're worried about, our to-do list and all the things that we need to get done, and, later in the day or later in the week or in the month, and it gets away from us, doesn't it? And by doing that, we're always living in the future. Or maybe you have the opposite. Maybe you are dwelling in the past, and so you are dealing with more depressive feelings, and, oh, what if I would have done this, and if I would have done this, then it would have been different, and then you wallow in that sadness of the past. And so when we're feeling those emotions, when we're feeling really anxious and nervous about what's coming up, or maybe we're feeling down and depressed about what happened or didn't happen in the past, we're not living in the present. And so first off, worry wastes time, guys. If you're worried all the time about what's coming next, or what I need to do, or what if this and what if that, guys, you're wasting time and effort and energy. Stop right now. And that, you might have to retrain your thoughts there, but be mindful of that. And as you learn to be more present, then you're going to, that energy is not going to be, thanks. That energy can be spent in a way that's going to actually benefit you instead of sucking you dry of energy. Okay, because we don't want that, right? We want to be full of vitality. We want to be energetic. We want to be a positive force, right? Now, if we're living in the past, if we're, I should have done this, or if only this would have happened, and trust me, guys, I lived for years in a depressive state, and I was totally living in the past. And that's not conducive either. That doesn't bring you benefit. It doesn't bring you joy. It just zaps your energy and is just a negative thing. So being present is very important, guys. So be mindful of what you what your intentions are for that day. So every morning or every night before you go to bed, have your intentions, have your goals of what you want to do in that day. What do you want to get accomplished? I break it down into 4 different areas. I have spiritual priorities. I have family and home priorities. So that's like any of my family members or something having to do with my home. And then I have family, home, and then I have church and service. So if I am, something with my church responsibilities or serving somebody, and then I have business priorities. And so I break down my day in those 4 categories. And sometimes I might not have any business priorities, or sometimes I might not have any church priorities, but that way I can really zero in on the things that matter the most to me, because it's so easy to have your day get away from you, isn't it? Like you just end up running around with like a chicken with its head cut off, right? And it's going crazy. And so if you can break down your day and have those priorities in each area, then you can go to bed at the end of the day feeling accomplished, that you were balanced, you were able to get things done in every area of your life that needed taken care of. And because I think if you're not being intentional, guys, you're going to feel out of whack all the time. You're not going to feel balanced. And to me, balance is a myth. Like I think that it's always like this. It's It's always adjusting. But as I find, as I'm not intentional, as I'm not purposeful with my time and how I spend it and my focus, then the day gets away from me and I've totally wasted it on Facebook or doing something that just didn't need to be done or could be done like a week later or whatever. But as you're present and as you are focused on the task at hand, you're able to actually accomplish a lot more. And this is so important as we are dealing with relationships, guys. As you are dealing with people, maybe you have a home-based business, maybe you're a mom, maybe you're a dad, and you need to be present with your children. And this is something that I've struggled with and I've gotten a lot better at. And so when I'm with my kids, I have my phone either turned on Do Not Disturb or I have it in another room. And that way I can be present with them. I'm not being distracted and I'm able to have my full attention with them so that they're not feeling like they're playing second fiddle to my phone. And same thing, if I'm at lunch with somebody or I'm talking with someone, I try to set the distractions to the side because anything can wait. There's not going to be an emergency that needs you right there in that minute. So be intentional, guys. Go throughout your day and plan it out. It doesn't have to be second by second planned out. I'm not that detail oriented. But for me, by breaking it down in those 4 categories, spiritual, family, church or service, and business, you're able to be mindful and intentional with the time that you spend and be able to really make sure that you give attention where attention is due. And don't worry about what's going to happen next week or the week after. Have a general idea so you're not totally caught off guard, but be prepared and be intentional. So hopefully this has helped. I hope you guys have a fabulous, fabulous day. And join me tonight, guys. Let me pull up I'll show you a graphic real quick. I am having a webinar tonight on emergency preparedness. So you'll want to join me for sure on this. Let me turn this around. So it is on emergency preparedness. It's tonight. So if you guys want to take a screenshot of this, you can. It is tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And you can see the Zoom link there, or you can dial in and listen on your phone. And our topic is going to be emergency preparedness the natural way. So hope to see you guys later, and we'll talk with you soon. Bye-bye.